Welcome to Revised Chemistry with Mr. B. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the separation technique of crystallization. Crystallization can be used to separate the solute from a solution. So for example, if I start off with some copper sulfate solution, I should be able to produce some solid copper sulfate. The first stage of crystallization is to heat up the solution to evaporate some of the water from the solution. So I'm pouring it into this evaporating dish, and you'll notice I'm not putting the evaporating dish directly onto the gauze because that would heat up far too strongly and we'd end up with some of our product spitting out of the dish, which means we're losing our product and also it's not very safe. So instead I've got a beaker half filled with water, which is acting as a water bath, and then I'm going to heat that up with a Bunsen burner. So remember in an exam to say you would heat up the solution in an evaporating dish over a water bath. We keep heating the solution until half of the water has evaporated from the solution, or until we start to see crystals appearing around the edge of the evaporating dish. What we don't do is evaporate all of the liquid. Now that we can start to see crystals appearing around the edge of the solution, we turn off the Bunsen burner and allow the solution to cool. It's important we allow the solution to cool because as it cools, the copper sulfate will become less soluble. As it becomes less soluble, more of it will crystallize out in the bottom of the dish. The evaporating dish is then put to one side so the rest of the solution can evaporate, and that could take as long as a few days. So we'll come back to that when the solution's evaporated. We've now got solid copper sulfate from our copper sulfate solution, and to make it a dry product, we would then put it in an oven to dry it out. If you found the video useful, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you for watching.